a beautiful, beautiful, fantastic, bellissimo, tireless, my own. Hit me with that Balmora shit. I think Kyle Beats is like 60% of the reason I'm making this video. Even if you have a musical background, you really don't know shit about how it works. So you just hop onto YouTube, look for FL Studio tutorial for beginners, and guys like Kyle Beats will pop up and will try to seduce you with their big home studios, big speakers, big synthesizers, shit like that. You see that shit and you say, oh, this guy must be good at what he does. But what is that he does? What he does is making YouTube videos about himself making shitty beats. Him showing himself doing that shit. And that's why Kyle Beats goes into YouTube trash. Not to talk about Mr. Drip plugin 2 clicks and it's perfect. This YouTube producer will try to sell you shit like their own course or their own plugin. It's a big scam, in my opinion. So don't trust it. It's YouTube trash. They will your YouTube feed will be flooded with this shit because it's a lot of time, like 10 minutes per video, and maybe you will learn one single thing, one single shortcut from that. And that's why it goes into the YouTube trash tier. Then we got Adam Nealy, aka Jets dude. This dude, he's oh, hold on, I'm covering everything. I gotta reshoot everything. No, I don't. Nah, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Adam Nealy is Jets dude, and he's really good at what he does. At least that from outside, he seems like a good guy, a bit like an New Yorkie snob snacky type, so maybe he's not your type of person, but yeah, you won't learn much if you don't know shit about music. Some of his videos are actually entertaining. It gives a good insight, in my opinion, from what it is to be a musician, to work in a scene. Why is he in this category? Because when I first discovered him, it was in videos where he explained basics about music theory, and you have an actual musician that understands stuff and isn't 50 years old explaining you some of this shit. So I really like him. He's like a normal Jacob Collier, a decently talented Jacob Collier, and I like him pretty. And I think he goes into, I'm undecided between these two. I put him in good teachings, but I'm not really convinced. It could be just good infotainment. Then we got Andrew Huang. Andrew is like the king, the Chad, the Alpha, the Sigma, the Omega of the YouTube producers. He's like the biggest one. He collaborates with a lot of people. He's extremely talented. He can play like any instrument. He can sing anything. He's really good at what he does. He's the king of YouTube producers. And I think he does good infotainment. Especially in the last months, he like pivoted a bit, but I think that's good because it was a bit stagnating, doing like, yeah, look at this weird, quirky synthesizer they sent me. Wow, it's a doll head, but it's also a guitar pedal. Wow, so funny. You can learn the feeling that making music has. What's the spirit that is intended to be behind the creativity of making music? You gotta relax, chill, and vibe with it. Like one of his best tips is, if you feel like making like 4-hour session of sound design, fucking around with VSTs, making cool sounds, mixing, that's all fine. It's all energy that goes into it. I really like Andrew Huang. I think he's really good, so he is optimal infotainment. Then we got my dude, Big D, Distant Cry. He's really good. I think he goes in, how do you make a new tier? No. Other row above, Actual God. Distant Cry is the best YouTuber of the decade, probably. His work is majestic. If you don't know him, go check him out immediately. He has some tutorials. I love him. His videos are my favorite. He just released a free sample pack. I hope you all check him out. He's really good. I love him. Bishu. This guy is growing pretty fast, I think. He's like, he doesn't have no bullshit. He doesn't teach anything for the most part. Like you can learn stuff by watching him, but it's not going like into tutorials how to sidechain and stuff like that. And I think it's pretty fun. Yeah, he's trying to build this brand up, so I think it's pretty entertaining. I'll put him into good info. It doesn't. Then we got Chucky Beats 2. Yeah, this guy is pretty much Kyle Beats, but cooler. YouTube trash. They're using your hunger for information to milk watch time out of you. We got
smoking a hell of a rock. I'm gonna get in the pot, the coffee pot, the rock. I'm gonna do it out, so out with it.
Composerily, how to sound like blank. How to sound like Dead Mouse, how to sound like Skrillex. It won't teach you anything. The videos are called How To, but they're... So I'll put him top YouTube trash tier. His videos are short, he doesn't upload too much. I like him, and he's very funny, in my opinion. He's the king of YouTube trash. Then we got CbuRth. I have no idea how to pronounce this dude. Good Infotainment and YouTube trash. He does tutorials, but in the last month he actually renewed his content. He pivoted from making trash YouTube tutorials and went into like more vloggy, influencer type shit. I like him. He seems like a funny guy, a chill dude. I honestly like him, and that's why he goes into the infotainment stuff. Then we got this guy. His name is Guy Michaelmore. I don't know what he does exactly, but he seems like a guy in the business, in the industry. He does a lot of shit, and he's really good at what he does. And his videos are like 14 hours long. They're really, really long. He's like Mimi. I'll put him in boomer shit because his videos are full of information, are absolutely horrible to watch if you're a millennial or zoomer with the attention span of 13 seconds. So we'll put him in boomer shit. He's really funny, but I don't think I ever watched more than 3 minutes of his videos because my brain is fried. And so I'll put him in boomer shit, but check him out. Good job, Guy Michaelmore. You're really funny. I really love stuff. I can't bear to watch it all set. Then we get this guy, House of Kush, as in marijuana, and he goes right behind him. He's really chill. He seems like a millennial zoomer boomer. His looks are mesmerizing to me. He's really chill. He does videos where he speaks like this, and he will teach you about how to do, how to sound, how to hear, what it does feel like when you hear that coming from your thing. And he'll talk about important topics such as fucking Akufin, I don't know, boomer shit, coming from the industry. No offense, I'm 25, I consider myself middle-aged, so you guys are old to me. And that's it. If you wanna have a chill vibe, aesthetic to your YouTube tutorials, I consider checking him out. Then we got this guy. He's called Yalchin F. Why does this happen? Oh, I see. I understand now. I understand. There we go. Okay. This tire is no bullshit kings. Why? Because he's a king and he makes no bullshit tutorials. Like in his video, you'll see how to do it, why it's done that way, what not to do. What to do is really good in my opinion. And it gives you the basics for a more techno, electronic type of music. But I believe that if you approach making music, you should listen to everyone, not just how to make a trap beat 101, how to make a Kendrick Lamar type beat type shit. I like him very much. By the way, all of these channels will be linked in the video description, so you can go check that out. Down there, leave a comment, subscribe to this dick, and we can keep going. Then we have Into the Mix. This guy is probably the first dude to pop up when you search for FL Studio tutorial. He makes like 3 hours long video, but I find him really unbearable. His stuff is really, really, really good. He goes really deep into teaching you what every single button does in plugins, FL Studio, Vitals, Theorem, stuff like that. I find him really unbearable to watch. He's boring, and I think he forgot his will to live somewhere else. No disrespect, I appreciate the hustle. I think I've learned the most from him out of all these guys, but it's really boring. Your balls will fall to the ground and roll around the room before you finish one of his videos. And that's why it goes into boomer shit tier. Then we got the Dutch guy. Let's synthesize. I'll put him into no BS Kings, but low tier because it's kinda baiting you into watching videos and then buying the course. The hustle is good, but I really don't like that free sample type shit of video. Like, yeah, here's a 10-minute tutorial on how to do this. Want to actually learn how to do this? Buy my course. And he's Dutch. In Dutchland. What the fuck do you call a land? Netherlands. Yeah, that's right. I really appreciate Dutch guys. And that's why he goes a little bit behind FF, but I still like him. Also, he's got that Dutch accent, and it will explain how to make the bass sound really good. Listen to this. Pam, pam, pam. Yeah, really good bass. I'm Italian, so I can make European accents without sounding racist, I believe. Yeah. Then we got my boy Ocean. Yeah. Then we got Oversampled. Now, you might be wondering, Slot, this thing seems a bit arbitrary. Yeah, that is, because it's my tier list. Fuck you, make your own if you want. I'll put Oversampled in the high good infotainment tier because he seems like a cool dude. I find him funny. I think he's got a good sense of humor. He makes electronic edgy shit, and I think he's pretty good at what he does. He's also into the sample pack, course, plugin baiting stuff, but his stuff seems actually decent, and he jokes around it. It's not like Chucky Beats and what he did, and he's a good dude. I love his videos. I'm gonna rate this guy because I don't want the video to end on this guy. I hate him. It looks like Yotobi for my Italian dudes watching. You know what I mean? And he's like really trash tier in my opinion. He goes even under Chucky Beats. And like these four guys are the four horsemen of the apocalypse of YouTube production, in my opinion. And don't watch these guys. One thing is good for, but I'll say this. I'll put him here because he makes videos about free VSTs. And if you're new to the word, that's kind of helpful, I think. Also, in that, there is a lot of bullshit, like any shitty synthesizer with 3 oscillators you receive for free that sounds like shit and is unintuitive and bad to use. They go like, whoa, listen to this, that's crazy, man, that's crazy, wow, this shit free, wow, oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, if anything is free, you are the product. Like this content you're watching right now, or the whole YouTube system or Twitch shit. Yeah, let's go. Proxy Plays. This guy is called Proxy Plays. No, yeah, I'll put him into good teaching. Why? Because he teaches you shit. He has no bullshit, but I don't have the king energy from me. It's really chill, low-key type videos. I like his videos. You can learn a decent amount of stuff like that, but he uses the how to sound like blank technique, how to sound like BB sound, how to sound like stuff, how to make a Drake beat. Then we got Produced Like a Pro. Now, this is one of the most informative channels. They got a lot of long videos, very, very full of information you can learn. They go really deep into it. They give you their personal opinion as people in the business, in the industry. It's a good point of view. If you're looking for a specific thing, they got you covered. How to mix vocals, there we go. How to mix a good snare, there you go. How to mix a good kick, there you go. The only problem is he's really boomer shit. Like this tier was made for him exclusively. I don't find him funny as Guy Macklemore, so I'll put him behind him, but I've learned a lot from his videos, and I think the more you know, the better. So I'll put him in the high boomer shit tier. Side, I identify as a boomer. I'm a transgenerational person. Then we got my boy Ramzoid, Canadian King. He's really cool. He dresses like a really hipster guy, and he makes really good music, in my opinion. It's a decent mix of music theory and making beats, how to make stuff like that. It goes a bit into the clickbait shit, but not excessively. I don't find him disturbing. Good infotainment, low tier, because there is a lot of entertainment and few info, but I like him. Then we got Simon Servida. Vero Vedo is really good. We go to Strania. He's a no bullshit king. He's not entertaining at all, but he's really good at explaining. He goes really deep. He takes examples from established music. He tells you how to exactly recreate stuff. David Bowie said, mediocre artists copy, great artists steal. His videos are kinda boring, but he explains a lot of cool shit in the techno, drum and bass, and electronic music production stuff. Then we got Underbelly, aka You Suck at Producing. Hi, I'm Underbelly, and you suck at producing. He's really good. He's really funny. I think he goes into the no bullshit kings category because one, he's an absolute king. Two, his videos are really funny. He goes on this like persona that talks to you as if you were a baby, and I find that extremely funny. And as a side effect, you really understand what to do and not to do. You see there is a method to his madness, and I love him. I'll put him in a high no bullshit king tier because I really enjoy his stuff. I'm almost tempted to put him in the actual god. And we got Young Cook. He's my favorite no bullshit king. You know he's not bullshit because he doesn't show his face, he doesn't talk, there is no bullshit, zero bullshit mark on his channel. He will literally cut and show you the settings of every VST, how to make this, how to make that, short videos. His music is sick, it makes really trippy techno, and I love him. He's my favorite channel, I think, on YouTube music production. And he's really, really good. Check him out. Young Cook, top tier. I love his shit. And last but not least, Dulcis in Fundo. We got Soul State. Now, you might be wondering, Slotcher, I have watched 3,000 hours of YouTube content, and why haven't you talked about any of the actual musicians that produce content, that like do Twitch live stream? We got like Illmind, Timbaland, Kenny Beats is the OG, the GOAT, started all of this stuff. You got Monty Booker, you got Disclosure, you got everyone making Twitch streams. Because you can find all of that stuff into a freebooting channel. There is a lot of them, CLI Wu, other people I don't know the name about, but Soul State is the best. And when I say the best, I really mean the best freebooter on the scene. Because what he does is download the whole stream and then edit a specific segment, a specific topic. For example, Disclosure, how to make the kick sound good. And that's really good. He is my favorite content creator to learn. That's why he goes into the actual god tier. He's no bullshit. Maybe he puts some voice in his videos, but it's really clear. He's got all of the timestamps. You can no time wasted type stuff. I really recommend checking him out. He's like a collection of all the big industry artists and what they're doing. Discriminate. And yeah, I gotta brush my teeth now. A beautiful, fantastic, bellissimo